Well, we're on the road again. It's kind of a busy day, but some stuff's come up and we're going to get it. So I don't know if I'll be able to shoot anything while we're there loading, but hopefully I'll be able to. If not, I'll catch you up on the other side of it. So y'all hang in there. Y'all, I am so excited. It is it's the day after I went to go get some equipment, and I'm blown away. So let me give you a little backstory. So a YouTuber that I know nearby, he called me up the other day, or messaged me and said, hey, there's somebody who's got some equipment they need to get rid of. Are you interested? And I said, yeah, I'll go look at it. Called the person who had the equipment, set up plans for him. He was motivated to get rid of it, and needed it gone yesterday, just as quick as possible. So I made the arrangements. We went up and looked at it, and not only did I get the piece of equipment I thought I was going up to get, I got another piece. And I haven't talked to the YouTuber who told me, the creator who told me about it, so I'm not going to mention his name because I don't know if he wants it out there. But also, I'm not going to mention the person I bought it from or what I paid for it, because I don't want to insult them. But y'all, let me tell you, it was well worth the trip, and what little expense it did cost me, it was worth going and getting these pieces. So let me show you what I picked up. I'm excited. I wanted to show you this sitting on the trailer strapped down, and I went through a whole thing about it, and yeah, evidently I deleted it. So we're going to show you the two pieces of equipment we got. They are in the shop now, not necessarily where they're going to be, but at least this piece isn't. So let me show you what we've got, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is the first piece. It's a Peck, Stowe, and Wilcox 48-inch shear, Southington, Connecticut. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this thing in action. Let me get up here where you can see the model numbers, hopefully. Model 12U-4H. Serial numbers right there. But this is the cool thing, capacity, 12 gauge, soft steel. So, extremely excited about that. It runs on a 3-horse Westinghouse motor, and it is rated for 440 or 220. Got to go in them and look and see what is what on those and see if they've got to be changed. All in all, the machine's in really good shape. There are a couple things that need to be fixed. There's a bracket that goes from here over to there, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but they're cracked. Oops, sorry for the finger. So it's cracked right there. And I think I can take this bottom plate off, pull these down, and brace them back together, and we should be good to go. So that's on the docket to do for repairs. Again, I don't think it's going to affect the machine the way I use it, but we'll still get it fixed. The other thing are these little T slots. It looks like they had an arm that maybe came out here, maybe a couple of inches, and they got broke off. This one's evidently just recently, but the one that was over here, I've got the plate for it. I think we're just going to make new stabilizing bars that will keep the material level so that you can, slide it out here and keep it level with the cutting face. So, yeah, not horrible. We did lose the cover. I'll have to make a new cover for that. But all in all, I'm really excited about it. I'm sorry, didn't tell you what this does. There's actually, the bar that attaches to it is actually a stop. So you slide the piece of material through right there. It slides back and it butts up against that bar and acts as a stop so that you can repeatedly cut the same piece of material. There's I don't know if you can see it, a dial indicator right there. So it turns this shaft, which moves that bar in and out. So, like I said, would like to get that fixed and get it dialed back in so it's accurate. So that shouldn't be that terrible hard to get done. Now, this big pile of mess right here, that's my drill press, my sander, and then the Diacro 36-inch shear. My plan is all of this is going to have to move, and then that new shear will go in this place. We'll find new homes in the shop for these two pieces of equipment, and the Diacro 36-inch shear will go up for sale. So if you know anybody that needs one and is in Georgia, let me know. This is that stop that I was telling you about. The material butts up against here. You can see on this one, that one little piece right there was all that was holding it. And this one, it had been broke a while and they tried to make a repair for it. So I think we'll just try to braze them back, clean them, braze them back together, and do a proper repair on it. Here's the other piece. It's an Inco DSR 750. The model number is a 128-4220. It's manufactured in January of 1985. So, really excited about this. It's a 220/440 setup, so we'll have to do some work on that. But really looking forward to seeing this thing in action. Okay, so we've got it in the shop. We've got everything looking good. Like I said, we got to check the fluids. I want to make sure the oils are clean, probably change them and make sure all that's good. We've got a plug wired on it somewhere. And but before I plug it into my building power, I want to check these motors. My shop has 3-phase 220. These are both variable motors, which means they could be wired 3-phase 220 or 3-phase 440. And if I've got it wired wrong, turn it on, it could be devastating for the machine. So we're going to check that out, and the way I'm going to do that, I've taken this motor off, and inside, luckily, this one actually has it. I don't know if you can see that or not. There is a 220/440 volt wiring diagram in here. And when I go and took the tape off and found the leads are numbered, and I took the tape off one set of leads and I looked at them, and in this case, leads 5 and 8 are wired together. means it's a 440 mode, wired for 440. So it's not as simple as some of my equipment where I just have to change the wiring diagram to this. This motor's wired to 440. This motor's wired to 440. Those are easy to fix. What's not, for me anyway, because I'm not an electrical guy, I don't know it that well. But there's starters in here that have to be changed from 220 to 440. I don't know how to do that. So I've got a friend coming over who's an electrician in the next day or two. He's going to double check everything, make sure it's right, and make sure I don't burn my shop down. So anytime you buy equipment, be mindful to double check what voltage it is. And these people were straight up with me. They told me they didn't know whether it was 220 or 440. Cool. That's another reason I want to check. But I have bought equipment, and they told me it was 220. Got home, double checked what they said, and found out I had a 440 wired machine. So do your due diligence, protect yourself, always double check. Okay, so all of the machines are wired for 440, including the new shear. So I have to change those around to 220, but it's not a huge deal. So we'll get those swapped around. We'll get them moved in place. The small Dual D6 surface grinder and the Diacro 36-inch shear are going to go away. Hate to lose equipment, but at the same time, if I've got something that's going to do the job and do it better, I don't have enough room for everything. So they'll be going away. If you need it, call me. Hey, I hope y'all are doing great. Thank y'all for following along. Hope you're having a blessed day. I know I am. Thank y'all for liking, subscribing, commenting, being part of the channel. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.